because they are undercover straight, implying that he doesn't want to become a woman's gay best buddy. He then asked to see a woman's genitalia and cracked vulgar jokes about oral sex, both of which were grossly inappropriate and graphic. Obviously, Jada wasn't happy about being treated like a piece of property in front of the whole world. In his stand-up special, Marlon Wayans discussed his admiration for Jaden Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's unexpected invitation. Marlon comes through. She stated when she phoned him, "We are about to take this relationship to a new mother level." The presence of Will Smith dispelled Marlon's initial fear that Jaden intended to have sex with him.
And I look on the couch, and who's sitting there but the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Marlon was at first
I was so
aware that Marlon had a thing for Jada.
And he could tongue her down and then give me that mean-ass Will Smith smirk down.
Although Marlon left the house that day feeling brokenhearted, he eventually realized that love requires letting go. Despite his feelings for Jada, he recognizes and appreciates the commitment she has made to her relationship with Will. In his stand-up special, Wayans says that the love between Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith is an example for other Black couples to follow. He stresses the significance of Black community role models such as the Smiths, the Obamas, and the Carters. Wayans is happy with Jada's professional and personal achievements. He compliments their two lovely children and the money she and Will have amassed, calling them unique and smart above their years.
People, they are brilliant. Brilliant beyond their years. These niggas was born in the Matrix or the Metaverse.
Wayans, now 50 and still unmarried, laments that he never pursued his feelings for Jada after he met with her and Will. In a recent comedy special, Marlon Wayans admitted that he had prayed to God for a sign that he was wrong for a specific woman. And boy, did he receive an answer concerning the Will Smith-Chris Rock slap on March 27, 2022, around 10:32 p.m. EDT.
If I'm worth a couple of $100 million, my woman ain't gonna let me do no dumb shit like that.
Marlon claims that his perfect partner would never allow them to waste money on unnecessary things like going to the public pool when they have a lake right in their backyard. She insisted on high-end labels like Chanel, which Marlon inevitably pronounced incorrectly. It's implied that Jada doesn't care about Will the way that he deserves to be cared for, so it's safe to assume that she doesn't care about anyone the way that Will deserves to be cared for. Marlon then makes light of the theory that Jada Pinkett Smith cast a spell on her husband, Will Smith, to get him through an embarrassing incident at an awards event. He makes light of the situation by saying that Jada's Men in Black voodoo doll under the chair is to blame for Will's sudden change of attitude. More than a year has passed since the Oscars were broadcast, but the event continues to generate discussion. As a result of the uproar caused by Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on live national television, Rock has been barred from attending the ceremony for the next decade. Marlon Wayans recently opened up about the advice he gave Smith following the slap and his thoughts on the Jada Pinkett situation. Will Smith and Marlon Wayans are close because they have a common goal of shedding their dad bodies. Wayans discussed his friendships with Will Smith and Chris Rock after the Oscars on Big Boy TV. He then continued to describe the instruction he had given to the actor playing King Richard, saying, "I was like, hey brother, you may want to go get you about 3 hours of therapy. 15 hours this week, you need to sit down with a therapist and have a long talk. Something is going on with you." And that wasn't him. "See, I don't have that kind of pressure. He's been Black excellence for 30 years. I've been Black rightness, ain't too much pressure. People expect me to do dumb stuff, but him. Nay, not Will's." Similarly, Marlon Wayans recently brought up the infamous Oscars 2022 incident between Chris Rock and Will Smith in an interview with CBS Mornings. More details of the slap incident have emerged in time for the 2023 Academy Awards. Chris Rock's appearance on Netflix comedy, which was being broadcast live online, was met with mixed reviews from viewers. Chris's repeated use of a disparaging epithet for Jada Pinkett Smith offended some listeners while earning him acclaim from others. Marlon Wayans was among those who praised Rock for taking this stand. Wayans discussed his feelings on the topic in an interview with CBS Mornings. "It was good to hear him speak about it. You could tell it was passionate. What you heard was somebody that was hurt, somebody that was finding their way to heal at that moment." Rock mentioned getting hit by Smith and hinted that it had something to do with Smith's relationship with his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, on their Netflix show. He even braggadocio about being able to take it like Pacquiao. Wayans disclosed that he had individual conversations with all three individuals involved and that he believes Rock and Smith are still emotionally affected by the incident. He added that he is against violence in any form, but that some things can't be avoided for too long and that there must be a way to deal with the fallout and move on. Wayans should bring Rock and Smith to the office of the school administration and insist that this must stop. In a recent interview, Chris Rock's brother Tony provided some context about his brother's infamous altercation with Will Smith at the Oscars in 2022, suggesting that Marlon Wayans' assessment of Jada was accurate. It appears that even now, 2 years later, there is more to learn about what actually occurred between the two stars. Tony claims that he and Smith were good friends. Therefore, his disappointment and anger that Smith didn't contact him or his brother after the incident is understandable. My phone number has never changed, so I just thought I'd get a phone call one day like, let's just you and I just talk. It hasn't happened, so I guess it's not going to happen. He said Tony thinks Smith slapped him because he was sick of his soft reputation sticking to him. He said it himself, he always hated the soft moniker. He's soft. Jada won't let Tupac die. It's always something about Tupac, and his daughter Willow Smith brought up Tupac. Tony revealed, and I'm not bringing up family stuff that people don't know. This is stuff that everybody knows. So it seems that Jada is the reason Will doesn't want to apologize to Chris. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.